Peace and blessings to everybody out there. Welcome back to the Fake Woke Podcast. This is your boy BobbyVILN. I am back with another video. Alright, this is a quick one tonight. I'm here to talk about how the Pentagon has confirmed that myocarditis has been linked to the Wu-19 shots. Okay, so as you remember, when it came to the inoculation mandates and whatnot, across the board for federal employees, they tried to mandate the Wu-19 shots. Some people actually were released from their jobs. Other people weren't, like myself. I was not fired for not receiving the Wu-19 juice. But in the military, it was mandatory for military personnel to receive the Wu-19 juice. If they did not receive the Wu-19 juice, they were going to get a dishonorable discharge. Okay? So, fast forward 3 years later, the Pentagon has finally confirmed that after the Wu-19 inoculations, okay, they finally confirmed that myocarditis is definitely one of the side effects. The Wu-19 juice has been linked to myocarditis. If you remember, and you could just scroll back on my timeline, on my Instagram page, is also on my Rumble, it's also on my Bitchute. I did a video about Damar Hamlin and his incident. They tried to make it seem like when Damar Hamlin got hit, that was the defensive back of the Buffalo Bills. When he went to tackle the receiver or the running back, I forgot the play. I got to go back and look at it. He ended up collapsing on the field, but there have been plenty of athletes collapsing on the field due to heart problems. They said Damar Hamlin's heart stopped while on the field, and they tried to blame it on the fact that it came from full contact of the other player, and that was not the case. That it's a theory. Allegedly, he suffered from myocarditis, and his heart stopped because of myocarditis. If you understand, when you get diagnosed with myocarditis, that leads to heart inflammation, and it's a 50% chance you can suffer a heart attack when it comes to you being diagnosed with myocarditis. The Wu-19 has been linked. Not the Wu-19. The Wu juice has been linked to myocarditis. The Pentagon has confirmed this. They even tried to fudge the numbers, manipulate the research when it came to how many people and how many cases that they actually had that were considered myocarditis, or that was caused by, or the myocarditis that was caused by the Wu-19 juice. Okay, and more evidence is going to come out that they were forcing people, or they were doing experiments nationwide on people. They were using Operation Warp Speed. Biden was using Operation Warp Speed to do mass experiments on U.S. citizens. They tried to force people to drink the juice just so they can monitor and see what would happen in real time if they started giving people the mRNA juice. And it's starting to be confirmed. You see the blood clots, how it's being linked to blood clots. You see the fact that myocarditis is one of the biggest links. You see how it was people's nervous systems were breaking down after receiving these shots. Some people may have gotten the placebo shots. I know for a fact they had to have given most of these people placebo shots, but the people who got the real shots, they are suffering from adverse effects. If you go back and you look at the trial papers of one particular company, I'm not going to say their names, they had, I think it was like 70% of the participants or something like that had adverse effects, and quite a few people died. So that's why it's just, I'm gonna just leave it at that. Go do your own research. Go do your own Googles. I'm gonna end up posting the article on my Twitter and on my thread account, and you could go the breakdown of the article, and you could go read the article yourself. You can read my breakdown. You can do whatever the fuck you want. You can turn this video off and not even believe what I'm telling you. But the truth is coming out about the Wu-19 Jews. It's coming out about the Jews. They did a mass experiment on U.S. citizens, actually a global experiment on people in general when it came to the mRNA shots, bro. So when people sit there and they talk about how Trump would have did this or whatever the case may be, he implemented Operation Warp Speed. He wants to take credit for those shots. So all of this was a ploy. They just wanted to do experiments on us in real time. So thank you for tapping into the Fake Woke Podcast. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share my content. If not, if you don't care, just go ahead and scroll past. I appreciate that too. Besides that, man, protect your neck at all times.